A safe space for me would look like somewhere I met with softness and openness, that feeling of you can allow yourself to be seen with me. I'll hold you softly and not try and force you to be any certain way. That's the sort of safe space I don't think I've ever truly experienced until this year. I hadn't experienced it because I myself was so closed from allowing myself to be seen and to let down the armor and to be myself in all my emotionality, complexity, and sensitivity. As a kid growing up, I learned to find that safe space within myself. I slowly worked away at the garden of my mind, pruning the bushes, fertilizing the soil, watering the ground, planting flowers and giving them the time to grow. Slowly, and I'm still working at the garden. I'm watering it in this very moment, repotting new plants even. It's the most beautiful it's ever been, but every garden gets weeds. It's a continual process of coming back to tend to it. Today I found a big entanglement of weeds hiding behind a blossoming shrub. It was there to remind me to slow down, to reflect. It challenged me to go deeper and form more coherence with my experience of life. As a result of creating this safe space within myself, I learned to enclose, to withdraw and retreat, because this was always the safe space. But this year has taught me to soften and open to people more. I've become aware of being closed, learned why I was closed, and from that awareness and understanding came the keys to unlock my heart. In the process of doing so, I've unmasked a self that feels the most me I've ever felt. I've realized that people can understand me if I let them, that people can meet me with softness, I can be seen and heard, and I can return all of that too. Two parts to the whole, connection, real connection. Good morning, guys. The sun is rising. I can see its little glow above the horizon and it's about to puff out. I haven't come down to watch the sunrise in ages. It's nice watching the sunrise in winter because the sunrise is at 6:40, so it's a reasonable time to wake up. Byron Bay in winter is so beautiful because it's quieter, there's not as many tourists, and it's just I don't know, the beach has a nice feel in winter when it's crisp and cool, the sand's cold, there's a fresh breeze. It's just nice, it's very relaxing. It's funny, I remember I came down and watched the sunrise in one of my vlogs probably a year ago now, and I feel like it was the first vlog where I started being more open on my channel and just kind of being more myself, I guess. It's funny, I was watching back on my videos the other night, watching back on a video from when I first started my channel, and it's just so bizarre having a YouTube channel and being able to watch back on past versions of yourself. I was looking back at myself, oh, the sun is coming, it's coming. And I was I had such a facade up and I didn't even realize it. I didn't know how to be myself. I think that being yourself online is so hard and something that a lot of people struggle with, and I definitely struggled with. And it's only honestly now that I feel I can just talk and fully be myself online and not stress about how people are going to perceive me and just stress about all of these external things that are out of my control. And it feels really nice. Anyway, the sun is coming up and I'm just going to sit here and be in awe for a moment. If you really think about it, it's quite amazing that we live on planet Earth. What are the chances, right? We live on planet Earth, we have this big sun that gives us life, sustains us. We have this perfect utopian world, basically. Look at the water, we have all this ocean. We have sand. Sand is crazy. Have you ever seen a close-up photo of sand, a magnified photo? It's insane. We have trees and plants, and underneath all of the sand and soil there's mycelium, which is connecting everything, and they're all talking to one another, giving each other nutrients through the soil. And there's just so much more going on that I don't even know about. That's the exciting thing. There's so much that we don't know about. And sometimes it's nice to just let that be and just let yourself sit in the curiosity and we don't have to know everything. We really don't have to know everything. That's one flaw with humans, you know? With the fucking Titanic the other day, like, we just want to know too much. We're doing the most. We really are doing the most as a species, and we need to stop. This lady is just enjoying her morning walk. I love this for her. Like, another thing about sunrise at the beach in winter, it's like, I love watching people and, like, seeing people just, like, existing. Like, you can just see I don't know, like, everyone is just living, doing their thing, enjoying their little calm morning. I love moments when you can just see like, I don't even know what you'd call it, because it's just people watching, but just seeing people in a nice, you know, relaxed state. Like, everyone's just living their lives. I was saying to my friend the other day that at the moment I feel so clear, like very clear-headed. My hair is doing a lot right now, but we'll just ignore that. But yeah, I feel very clear-headed and like, just like, I'm not overthinking, and I feel like I'm not waking up every day feeling anxious for no reason and just like getting really stuck in my head and ruminating about things and just like being very in my head and trapped in my head. At the moment I feel very just like, things feel very clear in my head, and I'm not getting stuck on things and feeling like I'm going around and around and around in my mind. I'm just like just here. I feel like I very rarely experience this feeling of like clarity for a prolonged amount of time, and so I'm always like, when I'm in this space, I'm always thinking about like, when's it gonna end, kind of, which I'm trying not to do. I'm trying to just enjoy it because it's here and I should enjoy it, right? Like, we can't, I don't know, I feel like sometimes when I'm having a really good time, I like try and predict the bad time that's going to come next, or like the next wave of like stress and anxiety and worry and discomfort. But I'm like, I can just enjoy this nice moment of peace and clarity and not be thinking about what's going to go wrong, just because I think my mind is used to kind of like discomfort and worry and unease. Just because I'm used to something and just because something is familiar doesn't mean that that thing is healthy or that thing is right. I feel like life is just one big journey of like fucking unlearning shit that we've been taught or subconsciously inherited throughout our lives. And it's been a big year of that for me, just like unlearning and relearning. But it's also really nice to unlearn things and realize that, wait, these thoughts that I have all the time, they're not mine. They're an external thing that's been like lodged in my mind. And my mind has tricked me to think that this is me speaking. But no, it's not actually my true self speaking. It's a part of me that comes from something external and out of my control, and something that's been like embedded within me. And it's crazy. And once you realize that, it becomes a lot easier to let that go and be like, this isn't me. Earth is beautiful, which makes life beautiful. Life is very complex, different to Earth, because I think Earth has a lot of purity and bliss, and it's just like euphoric utopia. Where it becomes hard is life, I think, and experiences and emotions and feelings and thoughts and just like complexity of everything. But like when I have moments like this and I'm just like, back to basics, I'm just like, really, at the core, life is beautiful. It's messy and there's ups and downs, but like there's an anchor, a baseline, I think, that is beauty and bliss and serenity. Hello, I'm back home. I went and got coffee with some friends after I was at the beach, which was nice. Although I just feel very like kind of socially burnt out at the moment, I think. I don't know, I'm just craving spending time by myself in a little, like, I feel like retreating into my little world for a day or so. So today is a me day. I have some work that I need to do today, but I feel like it's going to be very nice and chill because I'm doing some architecture work for a friend, basically, just like freelancing and doing it, so I'm not working like for my office. I'm doing it like for myself and for my friend, so that's nice. I feel like working in an office sometimes I feel very like stuck and very trapped, just like having to be in an office 8 hours a day. I don't know, I just sit at my desk sometimes at work and I'm like, humans are not made to sit down at a desk and be productive for 8 hours a day every day. Like, it's just not Who said? Like, what? Why? So I'm really enjoying this freelance work that I'm doing at the moment because I can just like take my laptop, work at my own pace, go to a cafe and just like sit down and work at my own pace. I enjoy the work, I enjoy architecture, but I think that sometimes in an office environment, I don't perform the best. I inhaled that. I was so hungry. Also, sitting outside and eating, like, I've realized that I used to always try and do stuff while I was eating. Like, I try and read while I was eating or, like, watch something while I was eating. But I feel like I wouldn't do either thing properly. Like, while I was eating, I wouldn't be, like, actually paying attention to what I was eating and, like, actually tasting the food. And then I'd get distracted whilst I was reading or watching something and I wouldn't actually be properly taking in what I was reading or watching. And then I was like, let me just eat and not have any other distractions. So whenever I eat now, I try and just eat and exist and think and just zone out. And it's nice. It's so nice. I feel like it's so peaceful to just eat and not have distractions. It's my favorite. One of my favorite things to do. Literally just sit down and eat and daydream and just like tune out for a bit. It's a productive day today, but at the same time, a chill day, you know? Always have to find moments of chill, I think. Otherwise I get swept away and like it's just not, I don't know. Even if I'm super busy, I need to find moments for like chill. Otherwise I'm just like, for what? I'm running around stressed out for what? Like, it's not the end of the world. But yeah, I really don't have much to say right now. I feel so just empty and clear and just zoning out. So I'm just going to continue zoning out. Like moments like this right now, I feel like so present. And I feel like I usually don't feel like this. And it feels unfamiliar to me to feel so clear and not in my head. I'm like, this is so bizarre. And it feels like a part of my head is like, when is this going to end? Like, I feel like something bad is going to happen. It's not, but it's just like that thought of like when things are going really well, I always think like, okay, what's next?
Se você pudesse, vê se você consegue bem me seguir, entende? Esperar pouco por mim, mais pouquinho, tá?
Working at the cafe and I'm feeling like I've just been staring at a screen for like 4 hours, which I have been, and I feel like I need to get outside and do something outside. So think I'm gonna go spend the afternoon at the beach. I'm so tired, honestly. I want to just like lie down in bed, but it's such a beautiful day, and I know that if I lie in bed, I'm gonna feel guilty for not being outside. I feel like when it's a sunny day, if I stay inside and just like be inside, I feel guilty. I have like FOMO from the outdoors, and when it's bright outside, I just can't stay inside. So I think I'm gonna go lay at the beach, still get to lay down and relax, but outside. Sometimes I get in these moods where I feel like very like fight or flight, and I feel like I just have to get out of where I am. Like I was just at home before and I was just like, oh my god, I cannot be here right now, like I need to get out. And so I came to the beach and went for a swim, and it always makes me feel like, just gives me perspective, I think. I'm going out to get a drink now. I like my outfit. Let me show you. Oops, it's a bit dark. Put boots on, skirt, this like mesh top, a brown shirt, and a brown leather jacket. I'm not in the mood to talk to the camera, so let's cue a little montage. Let's say like dream like 20s.
I can tell you, I don't know about my 20s, but I can tell you the next 10 years when we get there.
Exactly.
You're good at doing that though. You're good at like working out other streets being come along the way. I need to work out mine.
I felt like if I left, I would miss here and have like get really anxious and like, get really worried and like just feel like a big void, I think.
Yeah.
Whereas now I feel like I think about moving and I don't feel that.
Yeah.
I don't feel fear. I'm like, it's the right decision. And I think that you'll know when it's genuinely the right decision.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Because it is a big move.
Yeah.
And if you're not ready for it,
No, it's gonna ruin your whole life.